Alright, so that was time for another update video of my drum set once again. It's always changing. I change it around probably every few weeks, but I think this is how it's going to stay now for quite a while because I finally got in the position that I've been trying to get for years. Alright, so I got a few new additions to this set. I've reset the entire thing completely from scratch once again. Well, besides from my last video, that's the drum session 4. It was almost the same, just it looked a little different. But it's probably gonna change again. There's a few things I don't like that hi-hat right there. But this is pretty much what it consists of right now. The drum set itself is a Jordison Signiture set. It's discontinued now, I think as of 2009 or 2008, might be mistaken. But I believe the shells are Poplar, and they're really light, these drums, compared to other ones that are like maple and birch, but they sound pretty good for Poplar, I guess. Snare, it's made out of metal. It's the Jordison Signature snare, came with the drum set. Let's see if you can see the signature or not. That's probably the best sounding snare I've heard. It's 13 by 6.5 inches, so it's relatively smaller than most snare drums, but it sounds really nice. Kick drums, they're 22 by 18, both of them. I need to tune this one soon. It just sounds too open compared to this one. Yeah, that's the problem with having two bass drums. Toms are 10 by 8, 12 by 10, 13 by 10, 14 by 14, and 16 by 16. Let's see. The heads on all the toms are Remo pinstripes. They sound pretty good, and they're definitely worth the money that they add up to. Fortunately, the bottom heads are still stock heads on every drum, but I'll just have to replace those with the Remo Clear Ambassadors next time I reskin them. But they sound pretty good. There's moon gels on all of them. They're in different locations on some of them, like this one right here. If I put it on the logo like the rest, then it deadens this one too much. But yeah, this the snare has a code ambassador, which is the third head, I believe, which is I've been on here. Kick drums have Remo Weather King pinstripes. And they sound pretty good for bass drums. The front heads are the Slipknot edition ones. They have the S on it for Slipknot and the signatures on them too. But I flipped the set around so it's facing the wall now. This way there's more room inside this small room. But yeah, that's how it is now. Whenever I got the set, I got a box set of Zildjian ZHT, the Rock Edition, and they're pretty good cymbals. They're Zildjian's high end of sheet bronze cymbals, I believe. But yeah, they sound pretty good. These are 14-inch hi-hats. Let's see, 16-inch crash, 18-inch crash, and a 20-inch ride. All ZHTs. Can't even talk. So here's the Sabian B8 8-inch splash. Actually sounds good for a B8 cymbal, because I don't really like Sabian that much. In my opinion, they're inferior to sound to like other brands like Paiste, but you know, some of their cymbals are good, like the splashes, and I think it's one of their 7-inch bell, sort of like a Zildjian. It sounds pretty good too. But yeah, this is a Wuhan 18-inch China. This was really cheap actually. I got off eBay for like $50, but it sounds pretty good. You know, it gives a good oriental sound to it. Trashy sound, I believe, is how most people describe it. But these are a free set of hats I got. They're really cheap. They're not even a cymbal brand, just Proformance. Not really that good, but they were free. And on top of them, I have a LP bell, plastic bells. Depending on what type of music I sometimes am playing, they come in pretty handy for a good sound that they make. Over here, I just got this cymbal today. It's a Paiste Rude 19-inch thin crash, which is probably my new favorite cymbal. Like, I just love the sound of this thing. I'm definitely gonna get another Paiste, probably a 16-inch or 17-inch, whatever. But yeah, I love this cymbal. I got it for a great deal, only like $160 instead of like, I think it's $225 is the list price. But otherwise, this is a really nice cymbal. It's I believe with this type, it is a just a raw cast. Like, they don't give it a traditional finish like this or brilliant finish like this. They just give it to you raw. You can tell by the bell and the small little faded marks and stuff, but they hammer it too, and it's really loud, this thing. But otherwise, it's probably my favorite cymbal now. Right here is a Zildjian A Custom 12-inch splash. Bleh, 12-inch splash. Can't even talk. Sorry. That it's a pretty loud cymbal for its size, actually, but it's really thin too. At the same time, it gives you a nice, good, open sound to it, rather than closed like this Sabian right here. But it's a nice cymbal. It's pretty much the entire set, I guess, drum-wise and cymbal-wise. But some of my equipment I use is Vic Firth isolation headphones, recording ones, and they're very good, I must say, for their price, for like $60, I think is what I paid for those. But they're real nice headphones. I got a stick bag for Christmas, so that's where all these go now instead of on the floor. But I use a lot of sticks, not all, but the ones I use the most are these ProMark 5B nylon tips. I like them for their thickness and weight. It's just right compared to other ones. Then the sticks I use to warm up with before I start playing are Vic Firth Ralph Hardinson. Not sure what they are, but they're outdoor marching band sticks, so that's why they're so big and have such big tips on them. Otherwise, the rest of these are all ProMarks. Like, these are 580s, natural, 747s, Joey Jordison Signature. Oh wait, no, these are Joey Jordison Signatures. Yeah. And then I have Joey Jordison head sticks, timbali sticks, Vic Firth sticks, and Zildjian sticks. See, I use a Vic Firth drum pad to warm up with. Also, whenever I'm on vacation, I usually take this remote putty pad because it's so small, and you just you roll it out into a pad, and it works really well. Actually, I find it works better than most pads I use. So yeah, that's pretty much most of my gear. Yeah, the pedals are P120Ps, pearls. There's nothing really special about these pedals. They came with the drum set themselves. Same with the hi-hat stand. I mean, you can adjust the board. You can make it midpoint, close, or how I have it. I have it set out far for like a long board type of feel. But hopefully I can get some Axis longboards. sometime soon. Well, actually they're not that expensive compared to like DW and Iron Cobras, but yeah, I hope to get those. Oh yeah, and one of the most important things that I forgot is this rack right here that holds up the entire set pretty much. It's a it's a Pearl Icon drum rack, Pearl DR503. Right now I have it set up so it's two DR501s, which is just front racks, two front racks that are separate. What I did was I took off the pole for one leg so it's no longer a 3-bar rack, because with the third bar it just didn't seem to work out for this drum set because it's a double bass set. But yeah, right now I'm only using 2 bars of it, and it works a lot better like this because it brings all my cymbals and drums a lot closer. But otherwise it holds up everything with these PCX 100 clamps. The lighting in this room's terrible. Except for this tom right here, it's being held inside the bass drum because I can't seem to get in the location that I want to get, because the drum itself is too big and it hits the clamp that it gets onto if I put it on there. So I'm gonna have to wait until probably tomorrow when I go out to get a PCX 200, which is the same thing as one of these clamps, just it turns, so that way I could turn this on an angle and fit it onto the rack instead of having to put it in the bass drum. But otherwise, I think that pretty much covers everything that I use. If you have any questions or anything that I missed, then just leave a comment or send me a message. Yeah, thank you for watching this super long video.